Mikel, this is a brilliant week to speak to you because it's been quite a set of results for Arsenal. I just wondered, when you first took on the job and you envisaged how you wanted to see an Arsenal team play under yourself, was it that first half performance against Sporting?
I was very close to that, yeah. Especially doing a bigger stage against a very tough opponent in the biggest competition that we can play in Europe.
And at this point in the season, the speed and the tempo must have been something in particular that's impressed you. But how hard are you working behind the scenes to have that sort of performance?
Yeah, something is the preparation, and then is the players have to execute it, and they were magnificent. I really highlighted the spirit, I think the purpose of how you play these games. You know, this place can take you to a place that I don't want mistakes and we really play with a mentality to make things happen, you know, to play with a lot of purpose, with a lot of threat, and be really into them, and I love that from the team.
And we can't underestimate how much of a boost it can be for a team, especially when you know that you've got a very long season ahead, a very busy period. What have you noticed behind the scenes here with the team after that?
How great it is to win football matches. And regardless of what you say, the best medicine is always to win. It leaves the energy, the belief. People are more into it. You recover better from game to game. You are looking forward to the next one. It's the best thing.
I want to do some comparison this time of year. You've been in the job now a while, so you know that November, December period. How do you feel your place now, and has it given you an indication of what you can achieve this season?
Yes, every period is very important. The start is crucial because it sets momentum and it gives you a good insight of where the team is. And this period right now is just going through it in a really positive way. It's going to set the platform for the end of the season, because I think we play 32 games till March, the next international break. That's a lot of points, a lot of competition. So there is a big chunk of the season that it's a stake, you know, and we're going to be very well prepared for that.
And taking into consideration the fixtures, the difficulty factor as well of some of the opponents you've played, in comparison, how do you think the squad are comparing right now to previous seasons?
With everything that we've gone through in a different season, probably will be very struggling.
I wanted to ask you as well about the Martin Odegaard factor. I know that you've spoken about this before, but it does seem like everything's such clicks, and also that relationship with Bukayo Saka. You can tell that he has given quotes about how brilliant it is to have him back in the squad. Just how important can individual players be? I know it's a team game, but how important can individuals be?
Well, you see that in the sport, in many other teams, you know, that you miss 1, 2, 3 players can have a huge impact in your team. It's not only just the position, it's the play, it's how it affects relationship, how it affects dynamics, and Martin has a big role in our team. That's why he's the captain, and having him on the pitch, around the team, in training sessions, is already better. And when he's on the pitch and performing at that level, obviously it takes everybody's game to a different universe, I would say.
A 100th appearance for William Saliba as well, and I think the defence is one of the areas that neutrals think could mean that you win the title because of that relationship. I mean, how much do you think there is further to go for William Saliba and Gabriel as a partnership?
There's still a lot. Obviously, what they've done at that age is incredible. I cannot think of any other partnership at that age that they've done already what they've done, especially playing in the Premier League. So big credit to them. And where is it? Very far, because both can improve still a lot in many areas of the game.
And what more are you wanting from them? Is it to do with the relationship?
It's about the leadership, it's about the understanding of the game and making decisions 2-3 seconds before, not just about to happen, now I'm reacting to that. A lot of things that we can improve in both boxes, when we have to attack in certain ways, how we can threat opponents shorter and further as well. There's a lot of things there.
You've spoken about lifts in training, and you said there was a recognisable boost when you had some good injury news recently. Yeah. And it must be so hard, Mikel, for you to try and give those boosts throughout preparations of an entire season. What else do you look at doing to try and give those boosts in training that you've spoken about?
That's always something that you have to feel the temperature on the team. You know, what is the team demanding today? And what you had a plan maybe is not the right thing to do, so you have to alter it. And the teams today needs a stick. Today the team needs enjoyment, needs fun, needs competition, needs them to be playing. You can give the lineup, don't give the lineup, different message, everybody's in their toes just before the game. There's a lot of things you can alter the mood and the emotional state of the team.
And your reading of those situations and reading of your players, how much would you say that's improved?
Well, the more you know them, the better. I think getting to know the person, I think, is really, really helpful. Understanding and having the level of communication with the players that they can have honest feedback, about what they feel is needed, what they feel it could work. Very important as well, and we are lucky because we have built that trust between staff, players, staff, to have that level of communication, and that's helpful.
And you speak about that trust. I imagine with that reading and that situation, we are coming towards January as well. If you do introduce other players, it has to be seamless because of that environment you've created. Is that one of the things that you're mainly looking for?
That's always a great test. When somebody comes from a different environment, different club, what is the perception? What they look at? Are they surprised? Are they not? Are they impressed? Are they not? Do they gel immediately, or it takes them 2 years? I think that's a very strong test for your culture as well.
Depth of squad. I know you have had injuries, but I was looking at the bench, particularly against Sporting, and you have got real quality, competition as well now. Is that one of the factors that has taken you on another level?
For sure. If we want to maintain the level and now compete to win major trophies, you need that, and you need that for 8 or 9 or 10 months, and this is where we want to be.
And to be a title contender, is that one of the factors that you'd want to be able to control to get to the end of the season with that availability from the bench?
I wish I could control it. We certainly do everything that we possibly can to have the tools, the resources, and to anticipate possible issues, because that's a key factor. We have lived that, being there to win the Premier League and suddenly have 5-6 big injuries, the impact that has got, or when the whole squad is fit and available and you are right there up till the last day. So that's going to be a big factor.
You have spoken about Julian Lopetegui because you've got West Ham this weekend, someone that you know well that had a very similar start to his coaching career. How many similarities do you think there are between you as coaches?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, where we were born, very close to each other, probably the kind of education that we had, the kind of passion that we have towards the game, the fact that obviously we live in a different country, you have to adapt to that. But I've been a huge admirer for him for what he's done in the game, the way he's done it as well, the kind of person that he is. I'm very pleased to have someone that is very local to me competing in the Premier League with us.
Looking at the list of talent that he has on his roster, are you somewhat surprised with West Ham's position? I know they will have had a lift from their last result, but I think their fan base feel that there's an underperformance factor there at the moment.
Well, I don't know how to judge that. Obviously, it's very early in the season. I think the schedule and the issues that each team has gone through in that period, it will be very different. When I look at what they do, how they are coached, how they go through the games, the quality that they have in the squad, I'm very positive that they're going to be in a really good place.
Finally, are you happy that you've got your match before the big game on Sunday between two of your rivals?
When you play in Europe, you want to play as late as possible. We played on Tuesday, we go back that night. We have time to recover, and we'll be a full sail tomorrow.